Everyone celebrates hitting 80, a huge milestone, right? But here's the stark paradox. For so many, living well beyond that age becomes a daily battle. What if I told you that in just the next few minutes, we're uncovering for silent saboteurs, the real reasons that secretly chip away at those golden years? This is an urgent wake-up call. You might be treading a fragile path, completely unaware as invisible enemies actively diminish your health. And the biggest shocker? That fourth reason will reveal, the one most people ignore, could be the absolute linchpin for your future quality of life. And no, it's not some rare disease. Why risk being left in the dark when vital insights, backed by decades of medical experience and first-hand observation, are right here? These aren't just theories. Are you truly ready to confront these hidden truths to safeguard your strength, your independence, and your peace of mind? That all-important fourth reason is coming. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for it. Let's get started. The silent fire within. How inflammaging secretly steals your vitality. So, what's the first invisible enemy we need to expose? It starts deep inside. A quiet fire many don't even realize is burning until significant damage is done. Let's unmask it. Meet George, 82. On the surface, he was doing everything right. A non-smoker, light drinker, dedicated to his daily walks. Yet, an overwhelming fatigue began to consume him. His joints throbbed with a persistent stiffness, and a frustrating brain fog made thinking clearly a struggle. What in the world is happening to me? He'd often mutter, anxiety tightening its grip. Initial blood tests, all frustratingly normal. Was this just getting old? George wasn't buying it. He pushed for answers, seeking a specialist. That move was critical. Advanced tests revealed what routine checks missed. Sky-high inflammatory markers. No specific disease, but a stealthy condition called inflammaging. This isn't like the swelling from a sprain. It's a chronic, low-grade inflammation that smolders for years, a silent fire damaging cells, tissues, and organs. Think of it building up from years of stress, too much processed food, poor sleep, a sedentary lifestyle, and environmental toxins. It might not scream with pain initially, but this silent inflammation affects everything. Your heart, brain, joints, even your immune system. George was stunned, then oddly relieved to finally have a name for his suffering, quickly followed by a chilling thought. How much damage had this silent enemy already caused? As we age, our body's natural ability to fight inflammation weakens, a key part of the aging process. So, things you ignored in your 50s or 60s like processed snacks or too much sitting hit much harder after 80. This persistent cellular damage erodes resilience, boosting the risk of dementia, heart disease, and frailty. Most people, like George, have no clue it's happening. Armed with this knowledge, George made changes. More whole foods, consistent daily walking. No overnight miracles, he knew. But could these simple steps really dampen that internal fire? He hoped so. Yet, as he started this new path, a nagging question remained. If inflammation was one foe, what else might be stealing his strength? His slightly weaker hands were a constant, unnerving reminder of another battle potentially brewing. The fading pillar, sarcopenia, and the startling speed of strength loss. George's weakening grip? That wasn't just in his head. For many over 80, another thief is at work, stealing not just energy, but the very framework of independence. Muscle loss. Consider Frank, 84, sharp, cheerful, living independently. One day, a simple rug brought him down. Hard. The diagnosis, a broken hip. Lying there, shocked and in pain, Frank's mind raced. How did I get so frail? He'd always felt steady. That one fall, though, exposed a brutal truth. He'd lost significant strength, bit by bit, without even realizing it. Suddenly, it all clicked for Frank. Struggling to open jars, rising slowly from chairs, avoiding stairs. These weren't just random annoyances. They were the calling cards of sarcopenia, the gradual age-related muscle loss. It doesn't announce itself. It sneaks up. After 60, muscle loss begins. After 80, it often speeds up dramatically. Why is this so dangerous? Muscle isn't just for show. is crucial for balance, joint support, blood sugar regulation, and metabolism. Lose muscle and your risk of falls, fractures, and losing your independence skyrockets. One fall can mean weeks in bed, leading to more weakness, then a walker, then a life shrinking before your eyes. Frank felt a wave of despair. Was this it? But here's the twist. Muscle loss isn't always a one-way street. After recovering, Frank, fired up with new resolve, started gentle exercises. Regular walks, light weights, resistance bands, enough protein, and consistent stretching became his new non-negotiables. Not to become a bodybuilder, but to stay steady, mobile, strong enough for what matters: gardening, shopping, or just getting out of bed safely. Was his fall a fluke, or a wake-up call about years of silent decline? Could he really turn back the clock on this muscle loss? He was trying each small effort a step forward, but a persistent, bone-deep fatigue often overshadowed his progress, a weariness that exercise alone couldn't fix. Something else, he suspected, was draining him, especially when night fell. The nightly thief, when poor sleep sabotages your body and mind. That deep fatigue Frank felt wasn't just muscle deep. It hinted at a nightly struggle many seniors face: the battle for truly restorative sleep. Take Alice, 86, waking up 3-4 times a night, normal for my age. She'd convinced herself, completely unaware this normal was slowly robbing her of memory and energy. Sound familiar? Have you ever dismissed your own sleep problems? Over time, Alice noticed more than just tiredness. Her memory started to fray. Names, simple tasks gone in a flash. Energy levels nosedived. She was catching more colds too. When she finally told her doctor, the truth hit hard. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your body repairs itself, your brain clears out waste, and your immune system recharges. Her broken, shallow sleep, her doctor explained, was disrupting all these vital processes, directly impacting her cognitive function and immune strength. Alice was floored and full of regret for ignoring it for so long. Many assume poor sleep is just an unavoidable part of aging. That's a myth. While sleep patterns do change, quality sleep is still achievable. Alice, armed with this new understanding, revamped her sleep hygiene. A consistent bedtime became sacred. Caffeine and alcohol, especially late in the day, were out. Morning sunlight helped reset her internal clock. Her bedroom became a cool, dark, quiet haven. Even light daily movement, she discovered, could lead to deeper sleep. These weren't drastic changes, but they were consistent. And for someone over 80, quality sleep is as crucial as good food or exercise. It affects your thinking, your balance, your immunity, your energy to live the life you've built. It's not about more sleep. It's about better sleep. Making that a priority, it might be one of the smartest moves you can make. As Alice committed to these sleep habits, her mind gradually sharpened, her stamina returned. The fog began to lift. Yet, even on her brightest days, a subtle, lingering ache would sometimes surface. A feeling of disconnection that even the best night's sleep couldn't quite erase. She sensed another adversary, perhaps the most devastating yet, one that wasn't about physical health or restful nights. The invisible wound, loneliness, lost purpose, and the surprising physical toll. That lingering emptiness Alice experienced? It points to the fourth and arguably most profound challenge for those over 80. A foe that attacks not just the body, but the very spirit, loneliness, and the erosion of purpose. Picture Bill, 88. His beloved wife gone 5 years. His kids, busy with their own lives, live far away. A chilling thought often haunted his quiet hours. Nobody needs me anymore. This wasn't just sadness. This profound loneliness was a silent danger, physically impacting his health, potentially even shortening his life. Outwardly, Bill kept up appearances. Tidy house, meals prepared, TV for company. But he once confessed, his voice tinged with sorrow, that entire days could pass without a single conversation. What did he miss most? Not noise or activity. It was the feeling of being needed, of mattering to someone. Can you imagine that slow fade into invisibility? Our hearts are wired for connection. As we age, especially past 80, our worlds often shrink. Friends depart, family moves, physical limits make getting out harder. The social roles that once defined us, career, active parenting, diminish. It's not just interaction that's lost. It's identity, its purpose. That nagging question, why bother getting up, can become a crushing weight. And this isn't just in your head. Social isolation and a loss of daily purpose take a real physical toll, affecting immune health, brain chemistry, even the will to stay active. It can be more damaging than some chronic diseases. Now, it's important to note, solitude can be a strength, a chosen peace. Loneliness is different. It's a feeling of being unseen, unneeded, and the body reacts. But here's a spark of hope. Purpose doesn't need to be a grand gesture. It can be found in watering plants, writing a note, a daily phone call, feeding the birds, helping a neighbor. Small acts, tiny connections. These create rhythm, meaning, joy. Reaching out, even when it feels awkward, can illuminate both lives. Bill stood at a fork in the road. Fade into lonely obscurity or find meaning in small, everyday ways. Could he, and others feeling this void, realize that the answer to this invisible wound might be simpler, more within reach than they ever imagined? His quiet struggle reveals a truth beyond just physical health. The journey past 80 is complex. Is it just a path of decline, or can knowledge be our greatest weapon? Reclaiming your 80s. It's not about living forever, it's about living fully. We've pulled back the curtain on 4 formidable, often hidden, adversaries. Silent inflammation, creeping muscle loss, sabotaging poor sleep, and the invisible wound of loneliness. Now, armed with this understanding, the path forward isn't about fear, but clarity and proactive, actionable steps. You've journeyed through these insights. The real question now isn't whether you're concerned, but whether you're ready to act. The hard truth? Many navigate their later years without realizing what's truly working against them. These saboteurs, inflammation, muscle loss, poor sleep, emotional isolation, they don't arrive overnight. They sneak in bit by bit, and often, by the time the full impact is felt, considerable damage has already occurred. But remember this, knowledge is power. This isn't about worrying you, it's about arming you. Small, consistent changes can make a world of difference to your quality of life. The choices you make today, this week, this year will directly shape how you move, think, and feel in your 80s and beyond. This is about proactive health taking charge. What resonated most with you? The silent creep of inflammation? The way strength can fade without a fight? The critical power of deep sleep? Or the profound link between connection and physical health? Don't just let these be interesting facts. Let them be your turning point. Aging isn't about fading. It's about focusing on what truly matters, protecting it fiercely, and letting the rest go. You've earned the right to live this chapter with wisdom, strength, and joy. Don't settle for less. What one small, actionable step will you commit to today for a more vibrant tomorrow? Share your thoughts below. Let's empower each other.